So I guess we'll get into the big thing that we were really wanting to ask. The big reason that we actually even brought you on the show was like several months ago now. We saw a post from the Oklahoma National Guard that you had received the what is it, the Star of Valor?
Yeah, the Oklahoma Star of Valor.
So set the stage for us here. Like, what exactly? Because I just remember scrolling through Facebook and like being like, "What? That's Newberry. What's going on here?" And I'm just like, Sean's like, "What are they?" It's like, "Oh, because I'm sitting there, I'm looking at, oh, he's just getting he's getting O2 status now." It's like, "Oh, big deal."
Yeah, why would National Guard post that?
It's like, "Oh, Gary Newberry, you made O1. I mean O2. What a great day!" And I'm just like, "Wait a minute!" Like scrolling, like, they weren't very specific. Like they told us, it's like what you did to earn the Star of Valor. But if you could paint the scene for us, set up what happened. Like, were you just driving home from work one day? Like, what happened?
So it was July 6th of 2024. Prior to me going to Ibulloch, the wife and I went down to Choctaw County, which is southeast Oklahoma, where my family's from. We went and done all the July 4th things, kind of partied, had fun. Well, we were driving back home through Ballsville, Oklahoma, which is still in Choctaw County, and we noticed a like silver BMW on the side of the road with what appeared to be like a radiator busted. The white smoke coming from it. So I looked at Logan and I'm like, "Should we turn around? What should we do? What do you think?" I was like, "I think I'm gonna turn around." So I flipped the UE. I pulled up like relatively close to this guy, and I walked up to the car. And as I'm approaching the car, that what looked like radiator smoke, it turned into like a lot of smoke. Something was on fire. And so I walked up to the driver window and I seen the hood. The paint was literally bubbling. So I was like, "Oh, this is bad." I tried to open the guy's door because he's like hunched over like this, doing this number. And I'm like, "Hey, wake up. Like, what the heck's going on?" His car motor is like at the highest RPM it could be at, like
Holy
revving up like
crap.
crazy.
What was going on? Was he like, did he have it in like park and he just had his foot slammed down
I
on
want to say so. Yeah, I think so. He takes medication. He's like probably in his 70s. I'm not sure, but he's super old. And I think he took his medication that had a bad effect on him. So he pulled over and he went unconscious with that foot on the gas pedal, and it was just at a revving it to max the whole time. Driver door was locked, so I'm like, "Holy shit, we got to get to the passenger side." But at the same time, another civilian, I think he was a cop, he came up. He's like, "Hey, this door's unlocked." So I ran around, opened the passenger door, took his seatbelt off. He was trying to pop the hood. I was like, "No."
Yeah, don't do that.
At this point, he's like halfway awake.
Yeah.
He's like trying to help me fix his car. I'm like, "No, we don't need to get you away from this car." So I pop his seatbelt off, run back around as I unlock the door, pull him out of the passenger door, have him in my arms like this, and no kidding, as I'm dragging him out of the car, it just like bursts into like giant flames. His car is completely engulfed.
Jeez.
And at the time, to me, I'm just like, "Hey, let's get him off the X. Like, let's get him away and get him to the side away from the road." Well, 30 seconds later, his car is burnt to the frame. Like it took no time. By the time the fire department got there, it was already done for.
Yeah.
And to me, I was like, I was just doing like the normal traditional guardsman idea. Like we're supposed to, like, if we have the time and if it's available, stop and help civilians on the side of the road. And that was kind of my mindset going in. I didn't think anything too big of it. And then when the sheriff pulls up and he's like, "You just saved this guy's life," like, it kind of hits you. It's like, damn, it's very impactful. It's the moment of awe. And to me, I've been very prideful in that moment since, just because I could have if I would have drove by and not stopped, what could have happened to that man?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think it's divine intervention, man. Like, I mean, like, you just drive by and you're like, it's like something pulls on your, you hear this little voice. No, go back. That's freaking awesome, dude. So yeah, that's, again, reading the post on Facebook from the Army National Guard doesn't do it justice. Like that story right there, it's just so perfect. It encapsulates, I mean, this guy is a person too. Like, I mean, like, he's just this big lovable oaf, it's like, I gotta go help people. Like, that's why he's in the Army.
Yeah, it was great. The weekend I received the award was funny because we had just came back from a field op, and we have a rule at Charlie Troop and a memo that states you don't have to shave your face when we go to do field training, and I had to be the guy to tell everyone that they had to shave their face for the tag to come down for me to get my award. And it's like, "Oh, all of us got to shave our face just for sir to get this big award."
Yeah, look at this new asshole lieutenant telling me to shave.
So it's like I felt like an ass at the same time, but it was, if there's a reason for the tag to drive from Oklahoma City to Ardmore, it's very meaningful, and I don't know. I thought it was an amazing thing.
Yeah, dude, it
It
is. Like,
is.
it really, really is. Like, that was so awesome, like, reading that and being like, man, I wish I was a fly on the wall to see this, man. Like, that's so freaking cool. And I mean, like, I mean, seriously, we talk about divine intervention. I mean, right minute, right time. Like, I mean, like, you busted a Yui, went back there, and it's like, right as you got in there, unlocked the door, it's like, oh, now the car's actually on fire completely, and what else would be happening? They just you drive by. I mean, if it'd be me thinking, just like I'd be one of those a-holes driving by, like, hey, you can't park here, man.
Flip them off.
Yeah, because that's what it was. Like, I was driving by the other day, and like there was this guy over at the Catholic church just down the road, and like they pulled in, to park in the parking lot. They pulled in through the grass, and they got stuck in the mud. You know, I was like, Chad, roll on your window. That's what with you can't park there, dude. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, you don't think about it, but like you had like just like again that divine intervention moment where it's just like, dude, that's smoking pretty good. Maybe we got to turn back. And then again, it's just like you go back and like that's really, really smoking now, dude. Like, just having the foresight to be like, no. Let's not try to see what's going on with your car. Let's get you out of the car and we'll figure out what's wrong with it in a little bit. You know, like
Right.
that's.
And the thing that I want to hit on the most, and it hits me as a leader, because like a lot of these like good things happen in the Guard or in the Army in general, and leadership doesn't take the time to write the awards. It's like
Yep.
I was very thankful that the 180th as a whole, like from my local command at the time was First Sergeant Parker, all the way up to the squadron commander, Lieutenant Colonel Spradlin, that took the time to do the paperwork. Like they had to receive a statement from the sheriff's office that worked the rec, and it went through many chains. And I don't know, I'm just glad they didn't overlook it, and then they took the time to write the award, and then obviously thankful that it got approved by the tag.
Yeah, and again, being like, for those of you who don't understand, like being in the Guard, like we are part-time soldiers. Like, I mean, like the most part-time soldiers you can be. Like, we go to work on the weekends, and I promise you, everyone's like, I just want to get the heck out of here now. I just want to go home. I want to get this training interval done, and then I want to go home. And you think that like doing something as menial as a paperwork for writing an award would not be like, it wouldn't take to like you don't understand. Like, stuff gets kicked back all the time. Like, you don't dot one T or don't cross one I, it's coming back.
All right.
And the fact that people take time out of their busy days to write up these awards, it's a big deal. Like, I mean, like, and there are people who get awards that don't appreciate it, and there are people who get things done that like I don't really care,
Right.
But it is one of those things where it's like, especially in this case where it like really matters. It's like when they honor somebody, who like took time out of their day to go sit with the soldier who was, suicidal one weekend.
Right,
It's
exactly.
like that's you taking time out of your busy day. Because I mean, we all have life. I mean, you got a wife to go home to. We got stuff going on. Like, I mean, I got run a business here, doing this here. It's like there's a lot of going on in the world. It's like the fact that this random person on this speck of dust in the world, goes out there and goes, hey, I'm going to assist you, or I'm going to stop and see if this person needs help. Like, that's what it's all about, man. That's why I think the vast majority of us joined the Guard, too. It's like I wanted to be a part and serve my community. Like, when I was telling you, it's like, as an infantry soldier, it's like, I'm in charge of this, unit where, like, we're going out and pulling cars off the side of the road. Like, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is not infantry. But, again, it's just one of those things you never see yourself doing. And, like, don't be afraid to, I'll say, like, be like Newberry here. Like, don't be afraid to bust a Yui or turn around and go help somebody or just go check on somebody, because you don't know whose day or whose life you might be saving by going and just checking on them, or again just doing something as simple as reassuring them, like, hey man, I promise you're going to get through today.
Right.
It's as simple as saying that. It's like it's going to be an inspiration. That's so officers supposed to be an inspiration to their troops, and at this moment, like, this literally led to saving somebody's life.
Right.
And I think that's a huge deal that nobody really recognizes anymore.
And ruining his soldier's day by having them sit there and watch him get pinned.
I just walk in there and they're like shaving their face. And
Exactly. It's like, yeah. And what's funny is, as an officer too, it's like every time I tell my Joes all the time, why is it every time you guys call me sir, it feels more like an insult than it does?
That's all I bullet. Being called a lieutenant is like a mean thing. There.
Yeah.
Like,
Lieutenant.
yeah, exactly. No, like, literally. It's like being called private. I
Yeah.
swear.
And it's like, I'm a successful business owner. Why don't you call me Mister?
Exactly. Yeah, please
Yeah.
do it. Go ahead. I promise.
But anyway, I guess well, the last little bit, I was like, you have any life or dad advice you want to give out? You know, like I mean, it can be general office advice for military people. It can be just general life advice, inspirational message, or dad advice, whatever you got, man.
Plus, like my civilian career, military career, everything. I just say committed to being a lifetime long learner. Like if you're a lifelong learner, you're always going to be adaptable to any situation, whether it be civilian or military. So I live by that. That's why I'm continuing my education now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my dad advice.
Absolutely, man. Again, stay humble. Like, I mean, if you're that type of person that goes, I can't know anymore. I can't. And it's like, dude, you are living in a fantasy world, man. Like, it's like, I know. I know better than you. It's like, dude, be humble enough to think that you're wrong, you know,
Right, exactly.
and you know that we can always learn more. So I don't think we can do any better than that, dude. Gary, thank you for coming on and being on the podcast with
Appreciate
us
you guys
today,
inviting
man.
me up here.
Yeah, man, this was awesome. It was a good time. But
Yeah.
that's about all we've got for you today, folks. It's the Twins with the Grand Old Time Cast. We are signing off. God bless you.
See you later, everybody.
All right.